Okay, fine. So good morning. So I'm going to use the simple idle editor and try to create a simple class. So let's try to start with some pet animal, something like that. So I'm going to create a class by name dog. Okay, this is a dog class. So under this, I'm going to create the class attribute. Okay, let me create the class attribute. Okay, under this class attribute, so I'm going to maybe the first class what I told. So this dogs, all those things belongs to some kind of a species. Let me call it as some kind of a pet animals or something like that. Okay, this belong to the species called pet animals. Okay, this is fine. Now let me try to create an instance attribute. Okay, so instance attribute. So instance attribute actually. So now if you try to look at this instance attribute, so I need to use, so instance attribute means I am trying to create the class methods, or I need to start with definition as my constructor. Okay, I am going to use init. Okay, then within my bracket I need to define my variables or arguments, what you call. The first will be self. So now I am trying to look at the the dog. Okay, so the dog is my class. Let's try to have two arguments, maybe the name and age. Okay, let's try to look at that. So name comma age of the dog. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end with a column. Okay, now I need to define this actually. So this will be self dot name is equal to name, self dot age is equal to age. This is what I'm trying to define in your class method, or what is called as instance attribute. Now let me create the class outside it. So this is what I have defined the instance attribute, a class method. Now let's try to go outside this particular code. Okay, let me call this. So I need to create an instantiate this doc class. I need to do it from the outside. So what we call it as instantiate the doc class from outside. This is what I'm going to do. So if I want to do that actually, so I have to define it. So let me give some names. So Ramu or Raju, the dog's name, whatever it may be, let me call it as some Raju is equal to, okay, it belongs to dog class, okay, dog. So maybe Raju is the name, okay, Raju is the name, okay, maybe it will be of some 8 years old, okay, 8 years old, okay. Now let me define one more dog. So some Ramu, okay, this also belongs to the dog class. So it is Ramu, okay. So let it be of some 10 years old. I have defined it. I instantiate the dog class out there. Now, so now I have to access to the class attribute, access to the instance attributes I need to create separately. First try to create the access to the class attributes. What is it actually? I need to tell that this particular dogs belongs to pet class, pet animals. Then they create access to the your instance attribute means I need to tell what is the name of this particular dog and how old is it actually. So let me use a simple print statement. So to do that, print. So let me call Raju. Okay, is is a maybe a pet animal or something like that. So I need to get that actually. So comma. So let me use some formatting thing here actually. Format. Okay. So it is Raju dot species. Okay. Because I have defined that as a your instance attribute. Okay. Then I need to close it. 2 times I need to close. Then parent. So then Ramu is also a pet animal. I need to get that actually. I need to get that pet animal. It's also pet animal. Okay. Instead of animals, actually let me call it as a pet animals. Dot So I'm going to use the format, what is called as format function. So it is Ramu. I could have used Ramu underscore class underscore species, or Raju underscore class underscore species dot species also can be used, because that belongs to that particular class, or directly Raju under maybe the last place Karthik told us. Maybe we'll go with that actually. So what I will do is I will try to use both actually. So here underscore class underscore dot species. So I should get the same output. So one I'm using the underscore the class, other one I'm going to use this particular just dot species. I need to get the output. Now let me try to access the instance attributes. Okay, access the instance attributes, whatever we created. So here, if I try to print, let me use the print simple print command. Okay, print. What I'm going to use actually. So I need to get the name of the animal. So what I will do actually, I will try to put this flower bracket is so many years old. Okay, years old. Okay, here also I'm going to use format. Okay, format I'm going to use format. So it is Raju dot name comma Raju dot age. Let me close this bracket. Okay, similarly I can use, go here also, is so many years old. So this will be for format this thing. This will be for Ramu dot name comma Ramu dot age. So this is what I have defined. So let me save this. So I'm calling it as example underscore one or something. Now let me run it. So I'll just go here, run the module. If I run the module, what happens? The dog takes no arguments. Just to take line number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it is correct only. Okay, where did I make a mistake? So Raju is equal to Ramu is equal to dog. Okay, everything is fine. So this is also fine. Dot format. So is this the problem? Raju dog. So what's happening here? Nothing is fine. Syntax is fine. Raju is equal to dog in this particular thing. It's fine. Why it's not running? Doesn't take no arguments. Just to take actually. So it might define 10. So syntax is correct. Why it's not taking? I don't know. Okay. Just to take this particular thing. Self dot name is equal to name. So everything is fine. Syntax, everything is fine. change that. Let me change this. It may be a problem with the typing or something. So Raju is equal to dog Raju ATS. Okay, fine. This has to run because syntax is everything is fine. Error dog doesn't take no arguments. It has to take arguments. Why it is not taking? So let me check with only this line. But the problem with this is line 11. It has to run actually. I don't know why it is not taking because syntax looks fine. Let me restart this. What's the problem with the problem? Okay. Let me try to create a different one. Okay. Why this particular thing? So this is what I have done actually. I have created a class attribute. I have created an instance attribute and it has to run. Okay, let me create a new one and we'll see. So we'll try to create a new file. So let me give one more example. Let me create some kind of an bird actually. Okay, so where we have the what is called as inheritance or inheritance thing. We'll try to look into that actually. Why this code is not running? I don't know. So let me create some parent class. Okay, then it is a class bird. Okay, then let me use the class methods. So I'm going to create some instances. So definition underscore init and self. Okay, it has to end with a column. Then parent. Okay, it's a belongs to some sentence belongs to bird category, whatever it may be, some sentence. Then I'm going to create one more definition. Who am, what can I do, all those things. Okay. So who am, so I'm trying to create some one or two sentences or the set of maybe what we can call it as syntaxes for your that particular parent class. So definition maybe something like who am I? Okay. Who am I? Self. Okay. So this may be print. So who am I? Am a bird class or something. Okay. Then I can go to one more instance that we create. So birds can, so I can fly. Okay. So fly self. Okay. So let me print it. So I can fly. I can fly. Some sentences I'm trying to create so that this can be run. So then I'm going to create a child class. So child class. Okay, just me initiate the class actually. So let me call it as a bird means maybe I told that maybe a penguin. I gave an example of this thing. So let me use a penguin only. So penguin. Okay. So or maybe if I use crow. Okay, let me use crow also. Crow. Okay. it belongs to the bird parent class. It has to end with a colon. Okay. Then I have to create some instance, that is a methods, class methods, definition, init, init underscore self colon. Okay, let me print it. Okay, so I'm trying to call your, so I can use some kind of a function called as super function. Okay, if you use a super function, I can tell that the child class belongs to that particular maybe a parent class. So I'm going to use something called as a super function. Let me use that. So calling a super function. Super function, that means super dot underscore init underscore, I'm going to call that. It's a init actually. Then if I try to use some print, so crow belongs to bird class, some sentence. I'm trying to add it. So then I can go with some more difference. So just like who I am, so it is a bird actually. So here also I can tell that. So I can use, so I can, maybe I can fly, or I can sing, whatever it may be. Crow can sing, whatever. So just some definitions. So some definition. So it is maybe sing. Okay, sing self of what actually. So this is like parent. I can also sing. Okay, this is what I have tried to create. Now I'm going to create the instances for the class attribute as well as for the instance methods. Okay, so if I try to call the penguin by some name actually, so let me call it as some piggy or something like that. Okay, piggy is equal to your penguin. Okay, this is the class. Then piggy, piggy dot, okay, who am I? Okay, who am I is one particular thing. Then piggy dot, I'm going to call fly. Okay, then piggy dot, maybe what is called as sing. Okay, this is what I'm trying to do this. So let me save this. Okay, let me save this as some example. Some 10 dot Python. Okay, some example. So now let me run this. Okay, sir, I close the other one. Actually, I close this one. Let me open. One. Example 10. This one I will close it. We'll see later on. If I try to run. Okay, fine. Call. So it is run self colon. Okay. Is not defined. PNGU. It's not penguin, sorry, it is crow. Okay, let me run this code. Okay, so what it is actually, the first thing I'm trying to get is it's a bird. Okay, it belongs to, say it is who I am actually, it is a bird. See what will happen? Who am I? It is a bird actually. So the bird gets printed out. Then, so I'm trying to call two class methods. Okay, two class methods. One is this one. Okay, then the second one is what I can do in the, maybe in your child class. So when I try to call from your main program, main code or something, I'm able to get the output from your parent class as well as from the child class. So what I can do? So it is a bird. Who I am actually, it's a bird. So what can I say? I can fly. I can also sing. So just you can add the sentences. So this will be the output. So I have to get 3 lines of output. That's what I got. Fine. So I told that we have some examples based on some encapsulation. Okay. Let me try to look into that encapsulation example. Okay. What is encapsulation? Encapsulation means I want to declare a particular variable as maybe a private or a public. Okay. Let me define a class as some encap. Okay. Encap. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to define some variable. Some b is equal to some 10. Okay. Then I'll define it actually. Define. So let me, rather than using init actually, I use something else. So display or something, some other this thing. Display self. Okay. Then I want to print it. So print, I'm going to use this particular thing. Print. So b is okay. B is public. Okay. B is so b variable. What we have? So B is a public variable. Okay. Now, what I will do, I will try to go outside and I want to create this object. Okay. I need to create that actually. I need to call this class attribute and I need to get it printed. So let me call it as some other number, some maybe apps or an object or something like that, act or something. Okay. Let me call it as some act is equal to, I'm going to call this your class encap and let me try to print it. I'm going to print it outside your maybe where I'm trying to define. So I'm trying to define just above your class method. I'm going to call print this b outside your. So I'm going to call it print it maybe act dot b. Okay. Then so I'm going to call your function. So I'm going to call the function display. So it is act dot display. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. So now I will save this. Okay, I'm going to save this. I'm calling it as example 10 or something, some example exe. Now, if I try to run this, look at this. If I try to run this code, okay, I'm going to get this both the lines. 10 I have defined as a variable and I'm going to get this both the printers. So I'm going to get the value b, which is outside. I can get the, I will have access to this particular b value. Now what I will do if I am going to make it private. So simply I will go here and do underscore underscore. Okay, underscore underscore if I do, now I will save it and I will try to run it. Look at this, I'm going to get an error. So encap object has no attribute. That means whatever the b you defined the variable which was earlier it was public, now it has become private. So now b is a private. Now what I will do, I will try to within this particular thing. So now I will try to, so now it's a private variable. So b is a private variable. So what I will do, I will try to use a print statement here. Okay. And I'm going to self dot underscore underscore p. I'm going to print that. So let me comment this. Okay. I'm going to save this. So look at this. So now whatever the variable I have defined. So b is a private variable now. So I have access within this particular class method. So it is only restricted to that particular class method or class attribute, what we call class variable. So it is only variable which is defined over there, but I don't have access to it actually. So outside this particular thing. So now I'll try to uncomment this. See this particular thing. I'll get an error. The 2 lines will just executed and also I'll get an error. See, look at this. The moment I define it, I'm going to get an error. If I try it. So if I try to comment it and save it and run the code. So I'm getting the output. So now this encapsulation, what is it tell actually? Encapsulation is the method in your object-oriented programming where the variable can be defined as a public or a private. Okay, so one more example. Let's try to look into one more example where it's something like I have a computer and I want to hide the what is called as maybe a selling price of it, or maybe some kind of a max price or what is defined. No, so those things it should be visible at one particular point. At few points, it is not visible at few conditions. So let me use a new file. Okay. Let me create it. So let me call it as class computers. Okay. Let me create class computer. So I'm going to, based on class, maybe on the maximum price, I'll use the class method init, okay, and it has to end with a self. Okay, then self dot. Okay, I'm going to make this max price as private. So is equal to some number. Let me give some 1000. Okay. Then I'm going to use one more class method. So this is for the seller. Okay. So self. Okay. Then I'm going to print it. Print. Tell that the selling price. Okay. The selling price. The selling price is how much? Okay. Let me use that actually. The selling price is dot. I'm going to use format self dot max price. I'm going to call that actually. It's only printed within that particular class. Outside I should not able to access to it. Okay. Then one more class method. So let me call it as I want to set max price. So set max, set m price, set max price. Let me call get new set max price. Okay. So I'm going to use self, then some other variable, call it as price. Okay. Then I need to call this actually. So this should be equal to your maximum price, what I defined. So self underscore max price. Okay. This should be equal to whatever the value I'm defining, whatever the value I'm going to define it, actually the price value, what I will send it, okay, as this particular thing. Now let me go outside this particular class method. Let me call it as, so comp is equal to, I'm going to call this computer class, okay, then comp dot sell, okay, I'm going to call this function sell, okay. Then I want to change the price. Say for example, I want to change the price. Change the price. So then I'm going to have the set max price. I'm going to call this comp dot underscore, okay, underscore max price is equal to, maybe I'll fix it some 1500. So I have defined initially 1000. I want to change it to something else. Then I want to change it to say comp dot sell. Okay. Now what is this actually? Now I need to call this set max price. I need to fix that particular price. So the price is maybe 1000 what I have fixed. Now I want to change this. See, this is how your business will work. So first I'm going to, max price is 1500, but the selling price is 1000. So you look at the MRP. So MRP is 1500 here. So but yours maybe the selling price or what you're going to buy is maybe 1000 rupees or less than that, whatever it may be. Okay. Now I will have one more function. So where it depends on the user. User is going to change that function. So let me call it as user defined. So variables are functions. Variables are your functions. What I need to do? So I'm going to call this particular thing set max price. Okay. So what is the thing actually? It is 1500. Then I'm going to call this comp.sell. Okay. Let me save this. Okay. Okay. Now let me run this code. Yes, I'm closing. Okay. Now let me run this code. Okay, fine. Now what I will do so here, I'm going to, this is what I made everything private. So now I'll make it everything public. Okay. Now I'll try to run this code. Sorry. Okay. Compress no object max price. 1 minute. Sorry, set max price. This set max price. It was a typo error. Result actually. Self max price is this particular thing 1000 which I have defined. Okay, this is max price I'm making. So I'm making it to 1500. Okay, this is actually what I have defined underscore as some 1000 or 1500. This I made it as okay. This is what I have made it. Then self underscore max prices is equal to your price, what I'm going to call. So when I call this actually, I should be able to get this. So why the code is some issue? Line 13 and line 7. What is the thing? Two codes didn't run. What is the problem? I don't know. Okay. Syntax, everything is fine. Syntax, everything is fine. What it is telling the most written call this the comp.sell the max price. Self dot max price. So everything, if I make it public, should be able to run. Today a couple of codes are not running. I don't know what's happening. So most of the codes actually it was running.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, for constructor, it's 2 underscores, no, sir. Def init 2 underscores.
No, need not be. Single underscore only will work. Single underscore also will work actually. Single underscore also will work actually. Constructor underscore underscore. Okay. This also. A single underscore also will work actually. Single underscore also should work. Maybe it was working in my Atom editor. It used to work easily. Whether it was taking by default or something. Here, what's happening, I don't know. Okay, fine. Single underscores. Most of the times it will work. Okay, fine. So constructor. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Maybe it's a problem with the editor because in Atom editor, so the moment if I put init underscore automatically it is to take. I think in idle, because recently I started working on this idle, because earlier I used to use only the atom editor actually. So I think you have to type twice. In there is simply underscore in it means I think it used to take double. Yeah, automatically it used to take double. Okay, now this is a problem with the typo error. That's it. It's nothing else, because the syntax, everything else is fine. Syntax, everything else fine. So only the typo, the init actually it was, yeah, fine. Thank you. Okay.
So in the exam, what do we do, sir?
No, exam it will be, it's a written, no, you did not do it. It's you have to write underscore, 2 underscores, or underscore means automatically it takes. It all depends on the editors actually.
Yes, sir.
It's
So if we
written
write
exam.
one underscore in the exam, it's fine, no, sir?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay,
fine.
sir.
See, underscore. Maybe in the no, in the even in the code, if you look at the VX code or your even the other codes actually, even the first example I showed, no, that example I think it's also maybe the doc class. I think it's only the problem with the typo, because it has to, because in what is it? Okay, let me go to that example one. No, yeah. So yeah, it has to. Yeah, it's a typo thing. Underscore. Otherwise, because everything syntax, everything is fine. Let me run this. Because it was running actually. Yeah, now it's running. It's only thank you. So whoever helped actually, it's thank you for that. Because everything syntax, everything is working. It's problem with only with this because underscore. So automatically it takes. I thought it is taken automatically, but it has not in this idle editor. Okay. Yeah. Even the first code, what I showed, like I have a result. Okay, I have some pet animal, and I need to create a class attribute, instance attribute, everything. So everything syntax is fine. Only the problem with this constructor, that init actually, say there it has to be underscore. So it has to be go by default actually. So that I think the idle editors, these people have to improve on this. Okay, here. So what I did actually is I made this particular thing is private. Look at this. I made this particular thing is private. Okay. Now, initially I have defined this as 1000. Okay. Initially I made this as 1000. The selling price is 1000. But later on I changed it to 1500. So when they run the code, it has taken the new price. Okay, it has taken the new price, and I am trying to get. So now the new selling price. So the selling price was earlier 1000. So the new selling price is 1500. So this particular code is actually maybe you might have seen that sometimes where that particular code should be displayed only to the maybe the seller, and he has only access to that particular thing, and only he can change, and no one else can change it actually. So if that is the condition, we'll try to do this encapsulation. Okay. So now let me try to look at the one more example where I have the an employee and his pay. So I was discussing about his pay should not be displayed, all those things actually. So let's try to look into that particular exam. One more example. A new file. Okay. This class employee, and let me create the instance attributes, and let me define it. Definition underscore init. So it is not by default, I know. Now I came to know. So self, comma. So let it be the first name of that particular thing. Let me call it as first name of that employee, and the last name of the employee. So let me call it as last, and is pay. Okay, I'm defining 3 variables here. So first name, last name, and the pay what is taking. So let me define that. A self dot first is equal to first, self dot last is equal to last, and self dot pay is equal to pay. Suppose I want to create an email ID here. Okay, if I want to create an email ID using the first and last name, okay, I can usually create that. So let me create it. Self dot email is equal to first, okay, let me use the your what you study in regular expressions or something. First plus, okay, so within that I need to get the dot, okay, first name dot last name, okay, first name dot last name, okay, then comma at, maybe let me use something like gmail.com, okay, first name last name and gmail.com. So I'm trying to create an just using three variables, first and last and pay. So I can create an email ID from this particular. So that itself automatically I'm creating one more variable using the first name and last name, which can be done easily. Let me call this instance methods or class method or instance method. So let me definition. So I want to come up with some written statement such a way that his name, first name, last name, okay. So then what is the pay and email ID? All the things I need to get the output. So let me call that as details. Okay, let me call it as info or something. Let me call it as some info self. Okay, and column. Okay, so I need to return it or I need to get the print of anything. So I'll try to, anyway, we have been using print, no? Let us use the return statement here. Okay, return. Okay, let me return all the things. What it is, first name, last name, and is pay and email ID. All the things. Okay, I need to return it. So let me use the format. Okay, format self dot first, comma, self dot last, okay, self dot pay, okay, comma, self dot email. So all the things I have called, okay, and I have closed this thing. So first, the four flower brackets, I closed it. Self dot first, self dot last, self dot pay, and self dot email. All the things I have called it. So this is how I have created the attributes and I have created the methods. Okay, class methods and instant methods. So now let's go to outside this particular thing. Let's try to access this class attributes. Okay, access the class attributes. Access the class attributes. So let me call it as maybe employee 1 or employee 2, whatever it may be. So EMP1, okay, employee 1, employee underscore 1 or EMP1 is equal to, so let me access to the class employee. So we can start with Rajesh, Rajesh as the first name. Let me call the second name as Kumar, okay, Rajesh Kumar. So his salary is something like, let me get 50,000. Okay, 50,000. Let's close it. So I have employee 2. Okay, employee belong to employee class. So let me call it as some Rakesh. Okay, Sharma. Okay, Rakesh Sharma. Okay, so his employees is around 40,000. Okay, let me create one more employee. Employee 3 is equal to, he belong to employee class. So let me call it as some Veera Kumar. Some name random I am taking. Veera Kumar or Veera Swami. Okay, Veera Swami. Some name I am randomly I am taking. So he is earning around 15,000. Okay, this is what I defined, some 3 class attributes. I want to access it. Now I want to print this instance attribute. That means I need to get the same thing printed. So simply I can go here. So what I used to do earlier, I used to have the print statement in the instance attributes. Now what I'm doing, I'm trying to have this print outside it. Okay, so printing the instance attributes. Okay, let me try to print emp1, okay, dot info. Okay, so info, I need to get all the info. Okay, then similarly parent emp2 dot information, then parent emp3 dot info, call the function. So all the three things I have done. Okay, now, so this is how you can get all the things. Now let's save this actually. Let me save this particular thing. Okay. Command S example underscore 11.py. Okay. Okay, I saved this. Now let's try to run this. Everything is fine. Invalid syntax where should be. Okay, fine. It should be a plus actually. Okay. So first, it should be plus on either side. Okay, that's fine. Now it has to. Employee has no object. Info. self.email. So info. Where it is? Defined it now properly. It should be coming. MP1, MP2, info column. So return. Okay. Dot format. In bracket, everything is fine.
So indentation, sir.
Oh, indentation. Yes, yes. Hey, one more indentation.
DEF info and DEF init are not on the same line, sir.
No, it should be the next line. See, where automatically indentation will happen. Yeah.
Yes, sir, but instance attribute and instance method, sir.
Okay. Okay. Oh, one minute. Yeah, this one. Yeah, definition. No, this is on the same thing. Oh, yeah. This one. Yes, this has to go. Yes, this one. Okay. No, in Atom, I didn't face this. I'm facing these difficulties in your idle editor. In Atom, this difficulties automatically it used to take. Not match outer indent. Okay. 1 minute. Definition, this particular thing. This instance, there. This is also fine. Okay. What is the problem with it? Oh, I think this is. Yes. Now it has to run. Yeah, I think it's instant indentation. I think I faced two things. One is the init. It used to be an auto in case of an Atom editor. So here, indentation. So this particular thing. Like these things automatically it has to take. That's why the editor should be good. Okay, fine. So I got the output. So it is Rakesh Kumar. So maybe in between I can have. So I can have this particular thing. Here I can have name of the employee, then his email ID, all those things. Just I want to show the output. That's it actually. It can take. So Rakesh Kumar 50,000. It's email ID. So email ID creation is taken automatically based on the first name and last name. The first name and last name. So that's this particular thing.
So what does format do here, sir?
No,
Return
format actually what does it do is the format function. It is going to take your functions, what are the functions, no? So maybe it will try to fix that particular thing. So where I want this particular output, okay? Where I want this particular output, so that particular thing it's going to do. It's just like formatting what you used to do in your maybe C or something, okay? It's a format function. So it's also called as a string formatting. Okay, it's called as a string formatting. Okay, the string, see, whenever I try to use this format method, so the values, so I can try to insert, see, this between this string, see, you can see the string, no? I am using the string. Okay, for this string, I'm trying to format actually. Okay, the format method, it formats the values in the string. That's it. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
These are the 4 values I have, and this format, it's going to format the values in the string, and it's something like I'm trying to inserting that 4 values. That's it. Maybe even in the other example also same thing I use, no format. So it only works for the strings actually.
So here instead of returning 4 separate values, we are sending it as one string.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, you can send it as a 4 values also. Separately, you can send it 4 values. So whatever the way, see, return is, I'm going to return, see, something has to be written from your functions. So here we are trying to learn your functions, your classes, your class methods or attributes, everything, all the variables, everything, how you're going to define, everything is here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So say, well, a polymorphism, I think one particular thing we left out. I will try to look into that example. Create one new file. Class. Okay. So that's why maybe we'll take the example of that particular circle, triangle, rectangle, all those things only. Okay, it is class. Let me define circle. Okay, this is code with respect to the polymorphism. Let me write that. So this polymorphism. Okay, circle are defined. Okay, then I'm going to define that value pi is equal to 3.14 or 157. 3.14157. Okay, then I'm going to define, okay, it is once again underscore init underscore, it is self dot radius. Okay, I'm going to end it. So I need to define it actually. Is self dot radius is equal to radius. Okay, so then I'm going to use another instead define calculate the area. Okay, that is I'm going to call this self argument. Okay, then this is area is equal to self dot pi into self dot radius into self dot radius. Okay, then let me try to print the area of the circle. Area of the circle is, I'm going to call that area and get it printed. This is one particular class which is called as circle class. So I can have a similar rectangular class rectangle. Okay, rectangle class, and I want to define this particular. So it is define underscore init underscore. So here I need to define 2 arguments, that is length and breadth. Okay, length and width. Okay, and I define this. So then I need to call this length is equal to length, then self dot width is equal to width. Okay, then I need to call this actually. So I'm going to the same thing. So it is, I'm going to use the same method actually again and again. So it will be cal underscore area self. Okay, then I'm going to calculate the area. Area is equal to self dot length into self dot width. Okay, then I'm going to print area of the rectangle. is equal to, okay, this area. I can have it for triangle also, same thing. I can have it for this thing. So just I'm throwing, so 2 actually, that's enough, I think. Now I'm going to save this. So exam underscore control.py. So just I have some examples. Okay. So let me try to close this one. Let me try to run. Okay, here I missed out the column. Column 2 places I forgot. Column.
So even after definitions, self dot radius.
Okay, self dot.
After def init self comma radius.
Okay, where?
After pi circle.
Circle
Yes, sir. Below, sir. Below that.
Airport.
Definition. There,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The variable name self dot radius.
Ready. It has become ready as a typo error. Now there will
Yes.
be typo error because syntax we have to check. That's it. Typo error will be there. That's it. Let me run this. So everything is fine. Right. It has to come. It is not coming.
So, but we have not defined radius values and length width values.
One minute. I need to call it actually. I need to call it outside the class. 1 minute. So this is running. No, just I check the syntax. Okay. Now call it from outside. That is. So this is outside the class. I need to call it. Okay. Let me do that. Okay. So let me call some circle as CAR is equal to circle. So did I use CARCL? Okay. So let me do some file. Okay. Let me do some file. So rectangle as some REC is equal to rectangle. Okay. Let me give some 10, 8. Okay. Something I'm trying to define. Now, so I need to call this actually. Okay. I need to calculate the areas. So calculate the areas. Okay. So that is CAR dot. I need to CAL underscore area. Okay. Then CAR. So it is REC dot CAL underscore area. Okay. Now this is done. So just I check the syntax. Now this is, I think is fine. So now this should run. Okay, rectangle is not defined, but I have defined RECTANGLE. It's a typo error. That's it. Okay. Yes, fine. That's fine. The decimals, I think, depending upon the format, actually, it goes up to depending upon maybe 16 decimals, or sometimes it may go up to 18. I can use that particular thing. I can use the formatting, the string option. I can get the output. I can get it actually. Format short I can use, and I can get that particular. So I can round it up to 78.539 or something like that, or 78.54. I can do that. Okay. So here, so one thing is, this is the polymorphism where I'm trying to call the same class method again and again. So 2 times I called. Maybe if I have one more couple of classes, maybe one more rectangle. So this I can use it. Say for example, maybe I want to do some repeatable operations again and again. So at that particular thing, I'll be calling these methods and getting the same job done. Okay, maybe the set of lines below that the class method may be different, but calling calling name is same. So that's why it is called as polymorphism. See, same thing again and again. That fine? Okay, so all the types of examples we have seen. Maybe all the codes it works. Maybe what I will try to do is actually, so this simple codes I will try to upload, zip it and upload in your Google Classroom. Actually, you can just you can start writing your own code and this thing. Maybe only problem what I face today is actually only problem is that using the editors. So editors you have to be a bit careful until unless you get comfortable, because I was very comfortable with Atom. I think someone told you, why not you use idle? So that itself is good. Now it has come really good. So I need to get used to this idle editor. Something new. One advantage I could see, it has come in dark mode, and all the fonts are quite visible. Really good. I increased it to around 18 to 20 fonts. It's much easier. So maybe it may need another 15, 20 days or 1 month for me to get used to this idolator. That's the only problem. Otherwise, I have a lot of codes. Maybe those codes all written by me. So this thing, we can use it. Okay. So we'll try to stop here. And maybe I'll take